Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome to another episode of The Awakenings. I'm Zaben, a transformational coach and healer, and I'm here today to talk specifically about what does it look like to heal? What does it really look like? Hit the subscribe button to make sure you get those videos every time I post one. What I really want you to get is that we are not healing so that we can be better people. We are healing ourselves to feel happier and to enjoy life more. And I just want to clarify the really huge difference between the two. So here we go. So this is how it looks like. When we go for a healing session or a therapy session or any kind of session to help us make more sense of the world and our own selves, we immediately assume that we are seeking healing because we are broken and we need to be fixed. And we need to be fixed so that we can actually live a good life. Now, the funny thing about that kind of thought is that we are confirming that we do not like who we are, that there is something ultimately wrong with us. If we are fixed, then everything else will fall into place. So we basically hope that once we're fixed, everything else in our lives will work out a lot better. We attach the external outcome to our inner healing as the measure of whether we have been fixed or not. Now let me give you an example. I know this is a little confusing until I give you this example. So this is how it looks like. When I'm healed, I will find my perfect partner. When I'm healed, I will find that career. When I heal, I can then have the children. When I heal, then I can travel more. When I heal, then I will have an abundance of money. Then life will look better. Then I will get the house, the car, you name it. So whatever our own personal definition of a successful fixed you looks like, we define it with our external, anything that's coming to us, to prove to us that yes, now we're healed enough to have gotten our soulmate. Now we're healed enough to have gotten this house. Now we're healed enough to actually be successful in our career, right? So it's making sense now. So it's sort of, that's how we relate our healing to, according to our exterior world. Now let me just tell you that the biggest shock most people face is when they are healed and have done all the work, and then they look around and they discover that the object of their attention as to why they've got the healing done has not presented itself to them yet. Can you get that? So you're doing all this work, you're healing, but your intention is, well, it's for my soulmate. It's to get that soulmate, or it's to get that career, or for me to be good enough, right, to live the way I want to live, for me to be good enough so that I can attract Mr. Right, I can attract that career, I can be successful, I can have abundance. So the intention is based on something outside of us that we want to attract in hopes that once we are no more broken, we can then get those things, right? It's very conditional. So the healing sessions or the healing you're going through is very conditional. So when you do feel lighter, when things are being healed, instead of understanding that that is where the truth lies, what I've noticed a lot with my clients and with random people, including myself back in the past, is looking around for that thing to prove that they are fixed. So my soulmate showed up, or a guy was interested in me, that I was interested in him. The healing must have worked. That means I am worthy, I am fixed. And that's not the way, and that's not what healing is for. Okay? Healing doesn't mean that you are a broken person and you are working on fixing something internally because you are unable to achieve or receive what you want from this earth, from this experience we are having on earth. It's completely it's completely the other way around. And I'm going to explain that for you right now. Now, here is the biggest surprise ever. When you go to heal your broken self, you are really not healing your broken self. You are in actuality releasing all the things that are clinging to you from your past experiences that have become beliefs that you're holding on to so much for all those years about yourself. And the more you release in the healing session, the lighter you feel. The lighter you feel, the more expanded you get. The more expansion you go through, the less invested in finding your worth through people, career, and material gain. And you heard me right. It is about worth. I am not worthy until I receive my desire. And until then, I am broken. There's something wrong with me. I do not still deserve it because I'm still not good enough. So the key thing here is worthiness. I am not worthy to be kind to me. I am not worthy. Okay? So what you're actually trying to heal is worthiness. Am I worthy of receiving all those things that I deeply desire, or am I not? And until I receive them, I don't feel worthy enough. So basically, it's like finally breaking free of that prison cell you talked yourself into, and you finally are free to be happy, which in actuality is the main goal of all these things you desperately need in your life. What is the goal of getting all these things? What's the goal of finding your perfect partner, having that house, having that car, having the kids, anything you desire, having the success, right? Our goal is to find happiness within them. So we assume that success, wealth, the soulmate, the career, the kids, the house, the car will produce for us a sense of worthiness and happiness. I am worthy when I buy that house. Yet in actuality, all those things bring momentary joy to us. And in no time, just like that, we're searching again for the next best thing that can bring us inner peace and joy. So, in understanding this, you're getting the idea of it, right? In understanding this, it is not us being better people that will bring us joy and happiness. It is in feeling happier and at peace internally that brings us happiness. It's in feeling worthy anyway that brings us happiness. And the one thing that holds us back from feeling happy, no matter what the circumstances are, it's when we actually release ourselves from our own definitions of our unworthiness from our past experience. For example, great example. You're dating someone and they cheated on you. Instead of choosing to say, there's something wrong with that person because they are cheating, right? What happens is it turns around and it means something about our worth. Was I not pretty enough? Was I not good enough? What did I do wrong? Right? And now it becomes a belief that there's something wrong with us that allows that man, and you'll probably date more of the same kind, to cheat on us, right? There's something in me that is wrong that is allowing that person to do that action. What you're not understanding is that action that person has done has nothing to do with you in any form. It has to do with them. They are the types that maybe do not have the courage to confront their partner that they are done with this relationship, right? So it has nothing to do with you, but we tend to turn it around and find fault with us. So therefore, when does it become a belief? It becomes a belief, okay, as every time I experience the same experience and I collect that same information, or even from the one experience, because it's very traumatizing to the system to be cheated on, what happens is something defines us as, this is my belief. I believe this about me. Something I did wrong that caused this person to take that action. When in reality, you are completely isolated from that person's decision to do something like that, because that is their choice and their decision according to how they perceive life. Okay, it's how they deal with their issues. Maybe they have a problem with confrontation. I don't know. But every person has their own thing. instead of reflecting it to your worthiness, so now you start searching for people who don't cheat on you, right? You start wondering, what did I do wrong? You go for a healing session. You're like, oh my God, I have to fix this about me. There's something in me that allows men to cheat on me. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just not good enough. I don't feel maybe worthy. Maybe I'm not worthy enough of like decent, honest men, something of the sort. I need to be healed so that I can attract men that don't cheat on me. So the intention now is not to heal yourself to feel happier, full stop. It's to heal so that you can start attracting men that don't cheat on you. It's a very conditional state. Because why? So that's the middleman, right? The object of attention is the middleman. Because when that happens, I will be happy, right? When I find a man who doesn't cheat on me and can love me for who I am, then I can feel worthy, and therefore I can be happy. The healing, when you take healing sessions, therapy, psychology, whatever you choose, your means of healing sessions, it's not to heal that so that you can achieve this. It's to actually heal, release all those beliefs about yourself that don't serve you and are not true, so that you can actually find happiness without the middle person, without the middle materialistic object that you assume will give you that joy. Is that making sense? So now your goal is, I want to feel happy. Regardless of what's around me, I want to feel happy. And to feel happy, I have to feel worthy. And to feel worthy is the ultimate state of serenity, peace, and happiness. This way of healing, this perception of healing, is the only way that you can really heal, where the attachment is only to feel happier, lighter, and peaceful, and to tap into your own inner wisdom and clarity, not through the eyes of someone else, not through the eyes of objects that you have, but your own wisdom and clarity, to be able to feel worthy no matter what you have or you don't have. You become someone whose main objective in life is to pursue happiness instead of it be the pursuit of a partner, a job, or the material world to find one's worth in happiness. Make sense? Oh, I hope it makes sense. I hope all this is like sinking in slowly and is making sense for you. Yeah. Because the most important thing is, I need to feel good and happy regardless of everything around me. And that is what healing myself to feel happy and not healing myself to be a better person means. Because I'm a great person. The only reason I don't believe I'm a better person or I'm a good person is because of my past experiences that I keep dragging behind me, reminding myself, oh my God, that guy cheated on me. I must not be worthy. But other than that, these are only thoughts that you keep repeating to yourself over and over and over again. Okay? And that's why you go to get healed, because you have an objective. What if your objective was simply, I want to be happy? I just want to be happy with what is and what will come. But in general, there's nothing wrong with me. And if there is healing to be done, my healing is to release those beliefs and the baggages that I've carried around all those years, okay, that are fogging up my vision of what true happiness looks like. So now I'm going to show you 3 ways of how to use this information to help heal you, okay? Meaning release, right? Number 1, pay attention to your thoughts. Listen closely to how you speak to yourself, the self that is always doing its best to bring and direct you to joy. Okay? What are you saying to yourself, right? Pay attention to it, because this is your key. Number 2, instead of beating up yourself and finding faults in who you are for not meeting your perfect partner, not being good enough for a certain career path, making it your fault that you don't have money in abundance, that you're not worthy of any of it, and that you need to work harder to achieve, just simply say to yourself daily, I love you, and thank you. That's it. That's it. I know how hard that might seem to you right now, but just make it a habit to pay attention to you and just say, I love you. Just at random. and see how that shifts for you a little bit. You'll start noticing, my God, it's so hard to say it to me. Whew, wow. Now, number 3, give yourself permission to do nothing when you're under stress. Because when we are in a stress mode, our self-blame is just skyrocketing, okay? So instead of blaming yourself for not doing enough, or you're not in the mood, or what is wrong with me, and why am I like this, and there's so much wrong with me, all that junk, just simply stop and say, I give myself permission to take a break and do something that makes me feel good. And if that makes me feel good is to go sleep, to knit, to, I don't know, paint my toenails, do it. Do it. Because this is recognizing that I'm going into such an ugly place with myself right now. I'm being really mean to me that I need to stop. I need to give myself permission to de-stress and take a break and do what will bring me joy and remind me of how I feel when I feel good, and then go back to what you need to do. You'll just go back with a calmer state of being. That is what healing is about. It's the constant state of pursuit for my own personal happiness. In a nutshell, simply be kinder to yourself the way you would to a friend. So now share with me, what has been your biggest struggle in your healing? What have you kept waiting? What have you kept waiting for to know that you're complete in your healing? What are you waiting for? Are you waiting for your partner to show up? Are you waiting for money to flood in? What have you been waiting for that will indicate that I'm healed? I'm finally worthy. And another question, how has this video helped you shift that perspective around? Take care, and I'm wishing you a beautiful day filled with love and worthiness. Take care, and I'll see you on the next awakening.